Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in kind of the cultural heart of Kuwait City. We're right here in the middle of a market that dates back about 200 years or so. This is a market that is pre-oil boom, so it dates back to the old days. So you'll see little souks, or the little alleys that they sell rugs and jewelry, they sell gold, they sell perfumes, and a lot of fruit and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to look at this. Let me try to pronounce his name. It's Al-Mubarakiya, I think is how you say it. Anyway, let's take a look here and let's see what we see today. So this is the area that it's in. There's a mosque right over there. Then we got some outdoor seating here. And then we'll have some of these little alleys will be covered and some of them will be open. It opens up at 9 a.m. and then it closes again right before lunch. And then it reopens at 4:30 in the evening. And I say online that during Ramadan, this is super busy after sunset when everybody comes over here to get something to eat and all of that. So let's see what we see. Let's go down this one over here by the mosque first. So this is pretty cool. These are actually gigantic swamp coolers. So they're filling them up with water so it'll blow cool air on the people that are going to be eating out here. And it's just getting ready for the big rush to come. And then right over here, looks like they got a little fountain and stuff for the kids. Oh, this is great fun. So here we go. This is a pretty good map here. So we're right over here. So this is the Bin Bahar Mosque right here. And then you can see it runs all the way over here to the Safat Square. And there's a total of 29 souks. So there's quite a bit to see here. It looks like there's a couple other little mosques and everything around the area. And then you can see over there, there's the Crystal Tower. And then the area is also kind of right here between the Liberation Tower. That's not open to the public except for like 2 days a year, which is too bad. I would like to go up to the top of it. And then if you go over this way, you'll go over to the Kuwaiti towers, the 3 towers. Yeah, so right over here is the entrance to the mosque. You can see the gold domes and the minaret. And up there's the speakers when they do the call to prayer. And then the first soak that we'll walk in is right over here. And then some of the little flat bread that they have. And then some seating over here. It's like right behind the mosque, they have some more restaurants and stuff. This looks like kind of a bazaar with clothes. Let's go down this one right over here. Now check this out. This is way cool. So they have like fruit, nuts, dates, tea, everything else kind of elevated up. Oh, and these are some of the little desserts and stuff here. Oh, this looks nice. And then you can get some of the tea right here. I wonder if it's kind of like the cha that you get in India. All right, going to give a little taster of this coffee right here. I was hoping it was going to be some tea. Thank you. So a little coffee, and then you can buy it if you like the flavor back here. And then here, these here, they got them out for sample. They call it the kalash sodi is what they say in the local language, in Arabic, I guess. So we got melons, bananas, pomegranates. Yeah, this coffee has got like a little ginger flavor to it. So this is kind of the spread, strawberries and everything. All right, so I was talking to the guy over here, and he's telling me that like most of the stuff that you see here is imported from Iran, like the peaches and the apples come in from Iran. Some of it will come in from Egypt, and then I get like the kiwi, the pineapple. It will come in from the Philippines. And then the only thing that they grow around here are these cucumbers and the tomatoes they grow here in Kuwait. There's just not much land and they have to import it in. But look at the size of these watermelon. And then these melons here. The pomegranates look fantastic. Pomegranate juice, I'd like to find some of that here. Would be good. Yeah, what a great little market. Yeah, so they got all the fruit over here. And then on this side, we'll have like the dates and figs. Now there's supposed to be like a couple free museums as well as the first like pharmacy in Kuwait. Oh, what's down here? Looks like maybe the fish soak. Let's stick our head over there and let's see what it looks like. But check all of this here. So they got some of it are canned, others are just out like this. Oh, that's really great. And some spices. Yeah, so this is a little fish market right here. Ah, and it smells super, super fishy. So they're icing it down. So they're just getting set up over here. Check out some of the fish. Yeah, there's a fishing fleet you'll see right over here by the, like the harbor. And so they have the fresh catch and they bring it in here and it can sell it. Yeah, so you got some more of these here. So the small little fish they call, I think is what he said is the getty. And then one guy was buying 3 of them. I think that's what these are here. I could be wrong. It might maybe something lost in translation. Yeah, so check out the shrimp. So he says this is local shrimp here. And you see him. So 1/2, 3/4. He was saying something about that, the size. And check out these. Oh. Yeah, it's always great fun to come to places like this. You get to see how the locals eat and what they do in their daily life. Check this out. We got some crab up here. Oh, that's really nice. And some shrimp here. Oh, we got a little kitty here. So they're just opening up a lot of this. Some places will stay open all day, but they're just bringing in a lot of the fish because the people will get ready to come in here. Oh, and he's butchering it up for this guy here. Saw enough of the fish. Let's come back out into another one of these little soaks. Okay, so I was talking to some guys that were actually been working here for 13 years. They're from India, and they could read Arabic and everything else. They told me, and I did explain the souk doesn't mean alley or soy, it means market. So there's 29 separate little markets here is what it is. And over here is some of the prayer beads and then some of the perfumes. And in this market, it's open to haggling. So if they tell you a price, those guys said to counter at about half of what they offer. And it's just common to negotiate. And then you can settle somewhere in the middle if you want. Check this out though, this is fantastic. So this part's all covered to keep out of the heat. And then we're coming back over to the fruit and everything. Let's go down, there's a couple more little streets right over here. Yeah, you can see more of the beans and the watermelon. Oh, and he's got some cool things up there. Little knickknacks for souvenirs and then some perfumes. And then we got some jewelry and clothes and jewelry all up in here. Yeah, so this is kind of cool. This is an old picture, probably what the market used to look like. Yeah, let's take a look in here. This looks like almost like a department store, but it's not. It's all just along the little sides of the street. You can get some rugs, some cool tea sets here. Oh, these would make some nice little gifts. And then you got some cars for the kids and hairbrets and stuff. Yeah, these tea sets would make a fantastic little gift. Not sure what the price is. It says 251/250. And then you can check out this tea set here. So this must be 9 denarii, and then the 450 is the smaller money. So 3 to 1, so roughly about probably close to $30 or so for that tea set. All right, let's look around this little street here. And it goes this way more. There's several of these little alleys and more this way. And then there's a whole bunch more outside of this covered area also. Over here, it looks like they got some silk scarves and some clothing and all of that. And toys for the kids and sandals. All the guys are waiting for people to come in. So to give you an idea of some of the little scarves and all of that. So these over here are 3.5 denarii. And these over here like 2.5. They look pretty nice. Would make a nice little purchase for a souvenir. And then you got purses and stuff like that. Now, when you're walking through this market, most of the workers that you'll find will speak English. A lot of them are from like Bangladesh or India, like that. And everybody kind of communicates in English. It's kind of a informal second language here. So over here looks like the soak for the meat. Let's go stick our heads over there, see what we see. We saw the fish. Maybe we'll see some butchered stuff over here. Oh, so check this out. So he's getting ready to butcher this right here. Wow, that's something. So they had it hanging up here, and then he's gonna butcher it all the way up. Oh, and he's got to chop through the bone. Then they got some more back in the freezer back there. So the people come up here, and then they'll buy it by the weight. And then have some more, they're butchering over here. Looks like several of these are closed up, so don't know if they'll open back up here in the evening or not. That's kind of cool to see them over here. In Thailand, you see all the pork and the chicken that they butcher up. All right, so right here we do have some beef. So they got some picture of what they're butchering up. So they got their saw and their scale and their grinder and everything and it hanging up. So people just come and buy it by the weight. Interesting down through there. All right, let's take a look at this. Looks like some more clothes and knickknacks and stuff. Yeah, you don't ever know what you're gonna find here. So there's another beef soy or soak this way. Yeah, so it's looking pretty quiet. Let's go out and let's see what's out on some of the ones out behind this market now. So we got some herbs here. So we got some from India, some of these from Iran. Then you got some from Vietnam. You have some from Kuwait. You have some from Jordan. This is like from Jordan right here. Kind of interesting, kind of a mix of different things. They got like a little grocery store back behind here. Yeah, what a great mix of spices. This is kind of a cool little market here. They got all the teas and everything. And then there's like an upstairs, so they got more storage up there probably. And more spices. They got hair care stuff here. Oh, this market has just absolutely everything. Hello. Hello. We got cell phone accessories and little fans. All right, so this is back in some of the smaller little markets back behind. We got some more street art there. This is just kind of a bazaar. So there's underground parking here, it looks like. You can see more of the market around here. That must have been all the parts that has been restored after the fire. Yeah, there was a fire that hit part of the market in 2022. You can see there's another mosque over there, some of the towers in downtown Kuwait. Kind of an interesting skyline. Back over there you can see the top of that Liberation Tower. Yeah, and you can see more of the market here. Yeah, it's pretty great. Definitely a nice little part of the city. You can see more of his products and stuff like that here. Now this looks kind of like a peanut butter that they put on stuff. Some other little vinegar and everything else. And they got a little square here for people to hang out. The Al Sahid. And more of the skyline. Yeah, just little streets all through here. Yeah, this is a great area. So this, like I said at the start, this is 200 years old. So it just kind of grew up without any real planning. And now it is kind of what you see today. Yeah, so you can see more of it back here. Yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. And you can see how busy it's starting to get now. So compared to what we first saw, where people were just starting to set up, now it's just loaded up with people, just like that. And we got more back up that way. There's tons and tons of clothes and perfume and spices. Looks like they're doing some renovation over here also. And we got some street art. That's kind of cool. And then a little cafe area here. And restaurant here. And clothes and scarves and stuff. Looks like we have a complex. So there's a bunch of different stores in there. They have a lower level for shopping and more perfumes. They got their signage up there. And they do have some bathrooms so you can go. They're like public bathrooms. A lot of places in Thailand you'll have to pay, but here it looked like they were free. They're selling the beads and stuff. These are the prayer beads that the guys use in the mosques. And then you see these guys here. These are like shopping assistant guys. So they'll follow you around if you're shopping and you load up everything in the shopping cart. Well, that'll finish up our video over here at this fantastic market. This exceeded my expectations. When I saw it online, it looked kind of quiet, but it is really busy and has a lot more to it than I thought that there would be. It definitely is very, very cool. If you like this kind of traditional market type stuff, this is definitely where you need to come. There's not a whole lot of other things to do in Kuwait City, so this is definitely something you should put on your list. This is the Al-Mubarakiya market, and it's very, very fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you've been here or if you have any questions or comments, ask me down below. Or if you saw something that was interesting or you liked, let me know also. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You get to see more stuff like this. Most of my videos are stuff in Thailand, but I do show you stuff that I see whenever I travel to other countries. So anyway, from over here in Kuwait, until next time, remember, life is a journey. Enjoy.